Ooh, child. Ooh, child. Can anybody hear me? Can anybody hear me? Ooh, child. Ooh, child. Can anybody hear me? Can anybody hear me? Ooh, child. Ooh, child. Can anybody hear me? Can anybody hear me? Ooh, child. Ooh, child. Can anybody hear me? Thank you for letting me know that you can hear me. Just a second. Electric Soul, thank you for letting me know you can hear me. Hey, Ron Shaker. Hey, Zero Lightness. Hey, Erica F. Hey, Butter Pecan. I like that kind of ice cream. Okay, I'm trying to get through this live because, you know, I'm having a effed up morning. Okay, maybe I'll talk about that later before I go off, but I'm just saying I'm having an effed up morning. I named this video, ooh, child. If it's not beef sector, if you're not beef sector, stay out of beef sector business, period. Because you don't know the beef sector. If you're not beef sector, you don't know how to operate. You don't know the wheels. You know, like we just say building putting a puzzle together. If you haven't been here, you cannot solve our problem. If you haven't been here, you don't know the solution to the beef sector problem. You can say all you want to say what you think it is. You can say all you want to say how you think it can be corrected. But if the people of the beef sector they're not gonna take your advice. They'll listen, let you talk, get all your shit out. What they should and what they shouldn't do, what they ain't and what they is doing, all of that. If it ain't, don't get too involved in this shit because you're not gonna figure it out. You're gonna get cussed out because they cussing each other out already in the beef sector. It's people cussing each other out that you don't see cussing each other out. It's people getting cussed bad that don't get cussed bad. And it's a reason for that. It's a reason for it. Just do what I'm doing. I'm just sitting back and looking. But if I am approached with something from a non-beef sector person, they might get a bad side of me. Let me put you on hold just a minute. I'll be right back. Okay. Thank you for being patient with me. I'm going through a little bit of stuff right now. Maybe it'll get started today, but right now it's kind of hectic. And I said I was just gonna come on and talk to you guys about the shit that's going on out here in the YouTube streets. Cause like I said, if you ain't in this shit, it's best to step back. And if you're new, it's best to watch. Step back. Maybe you could. This will help. Maybe this will help you guys later on, like 5 years down the line. You know, maybe. But for right now, the OGs ain't studying this shit. They didn't make this goddamn mess. And it's the goddamn truth. They're not gonna come down here and work this shit out when they didn't do this shit. OGs ain't had nothing to do with this. So why should they come down and fix something they didn't do? The OGs that what? They kind of dabble. They ain't coming. They ain't coming down here. They're gonna sit back and look just like I'm gonna sit back and look. It is what it is. They just laying back, just watching how people, the outsiders are coming, and this motherfucker taking over. But if that's what the B sector 2.0s and shit like that, that's what you want. That's what you want. But see, I've been moved out of here. I'm still in the beef sector. I'm hanging around more right now than I have in a year. It was boring. Only so many people was coming out for scratching or dragging. If some shit went on, they go into hiding. When it's your shit to correct, it ain't nobody else's. But hide until the shit cool down and then come back out. Yeah, the warning come before the storm. You know, and self destruction. You headed for self destruction. You see what I'm saying? It's a lot of people that's not beef set to get. They letting them do too much, and they're gonna keep on doing too much. When they start that goddamn P bombing over here, and you know them by name, they shouldn't have been allowed on nobody goddamn pounding because it ain't like we don't know when we do know. They let us know. When you hear people over here that don't have no kind of skill, they do whatever, just acting a fool, an asshole, and y'all think they're the greatest person in the world. No talent. When we have smaller YouTube content creators, that some 2.0s that have talent, but we don't even go there to see them. We ain't studying that. We want to see these folks that ain't even be set. We want to see them come over here and take over. I'm just watching. I'm not fighting these motherfuckers. I did my fight. I ain't fighting no more. And I told you. Now I kick Shakim in the ass when I want to. Because he's not beef sector. And I did every goddamn thing I could to keep him out of the beef sector. I was asking questions. Why y'all doing this? Why y'all doing all this and doing all that? And letting that nigga get away with this shit. I fought the bitch at the beginning when he first came over here. And I'm still fighting that motherfucker whenever I want to. But and they come in here and they think they know every goddamn thing. saying, telling what the beef, you don't know nothing about the goddamn beef sector. And I be highly offended when they're trying to tell me about what the beef sector fucking is and what the fuck is going on when they don't motherfucking know. But how many motherfucking times do you have to correct a motherfucker? Act like they know what the fuck going on over here. Know what the problem is and why y'all into it. Y'all don't have a clue why people are into it. It's some people that been into it before the beef sector was created that are still into it. But you new motherfuckers, y'all don't know. Y'all don't know that person stay over there and this person stay over here and why. Y'all think everything cool. It ain't. It ain't. And y'all will never know how to solve it. But y'all just keep on. Keep on doing what you're doing and listen to these new motherfuckers that don't know what the fuck they talking about. Listen to these motherfuckers that's not beef sector that don't know what the fuck they talking about and got all the goddamn solution. It don't make no motherfucking sense. And it's offensive. Like I goes to these other sectors, I don't get in there and say, well, such and such do this and they have to. I'm not in that goddamn business. But I do a little swinging, but I ain't finna say, well, I know who killed Mo3, and I know and Thomas told him why. I don't know that kind of shit. I look like a fool. Getting into business, that's not my concern. Getting into business, like over jumping in that shit over there. I'm not getting in that shit. Get in the street sector. What I look like going over there telling them folks what to do and how to solve their motherfucking problem, because all these sectors got problems. They got new people coming in too. Like when I went to the Mo3 sector, I stayed in the class a goddamn year so I can kind of learn the movements of that sector. I looked at them. Like people study us, but some people just jump right in here. And even the ones that study us, they don't know what happened years ago. They don't know why the camps are like they are. And we don't make a big deal out of the camps. But I tell you one motherfucking thing, if some shit go on, these camps will come out. They just doing hibernation. We're just watching to see who is the strong, the 2.0s and how they fight and stuff. And maybe you might give a person a little boost on how you need this bitch over here fucking with you real bad. You need to do this. You see what I'm saying? But some of them don't listen to you, and you got to watch and see how they take, information in. Do they get mad? Do they get smart with you when you try to say, hey, baby, you going down the wrong road? Or, hey, it was not like a person trying to tell you what to do and all that and who to fuck with. Hey, you fucking with fire over there. And we got people in the beef sector. I mean, they goddamn fire. And everybody, we just watch you get burnt. Oh, we just watch them get burnt over and over and over. Love it. Love it. We love seeing that shit. And the other sectors are the same way. If I take my black ass over there in that Mo3 sector and act a goddamn fool, too big of a fool over there, or say the wrong shit over there, they will tear my ass up. I know my place. They'll eat me up over there. They'll eat me alive. They wouldn't give a damn. And like I tell you something, if you do go to the Mo3 sector, watch this. Watch how I move and watch how Trish move. Trish been here forever. She was here before we got here. When I go over there and get on them panels, I don't get cussed out and talked to like a motherfucking dog. They listen to what I'm saying. But you let Trish go over there and hit the goddamn panel. Whoever want to cut her head off, do. It is what it is. Nika can go over there. Nika don't get attacked. James Caldwell can go over there. They don't get in the business just like I don't. If it's not your business, stay out of everything. And it's not just moving around the beef set, it's moving around YouTube, period. Don't jump in here and act like you know what the fuck you're talking about when you don't. You'll never figure it out. You'll never figure out why come the OGs, some of them just don't come down and don't do, you don't see them around here very often. It is what it is. You know. And how can you give anybody advice when you don't know no shit? Anybody can get up there talking. Hey, Lady Nika, like I said, Nika can go anywhere. And she get her respect. Just like I do. I go over there in the Mo3 set, I be over there. I get into it with people over there, but it ain't nothing about no Mo3 shit. Sometimes I just want to scratch, and I do it over there. But I ain't trying to go over there taking over. I ain't trying to go over there and tell them what they need to do about nothing. I mean, I don't go over there and tell them what to do about nothing. It ain't my damn business. Nothing over there. I'm just glad the people let me come over there, kick my feet up, and watch the show. And that's what people need to do when they come over here. Shut the fuck up and watch the show. Don't get in the shit. It ain't your business. Don't pick no side. Or if you do pick a side, don't let people know. But it's like I said, if I went to that Mo3 sector and do like some people do when they come to this goddamn beef sector, same thing in the black sector. I go over there to fucking with them folk. They'll bust me in my motherfucking head, skull drag me, and other things. Now I'm through with this shit, and I'm gonna sit here and watch to see what color the wall gonna be. You see what I'm saying? Now I'm getting ready to get into some content. I'm gonna have to kind of hurry because I think Sassy's show start at 11 Central. And I'm gonna just share with you guys some things that I've seen out here on this YouTube highway. And I'm gonna be discussing the Mo3 sector and the beef sector, things that I've seen. I'm getting older and things like that, and entertainers and actors that I watched when I was younger, they're passing away. But they've been passing, but I'm talking about fast right now because they're getting in their 60s and 50s and 70s and stuff. And Izzy Osbourne, he died and he was 76 years old. He was like a hard rocker. And he did a concert like a couple of weeks ago, and it was like that farewell concert. He was with the Black Sabbath band, and they had been planning these concerts for a long time. But of course, the band members are getting older, and like we'll say we got a concert next month. Well, this one is sick, and it's like 6 or 7 of them in the band. So damn, look how many old men that is, and they're gonna have different problems. Well, like a couple of weeks ago, they got all of them was feeling pretty good, and they had a concert, and it was like a star-studded concert. Like I said, he was with the Black Sabbath band, and I'm not gonna say the band members. Just one moment. And like when they had the concert, it was thousands and thousands of people there, and it was at the Villa Park. And the Villa Park was somewhere that Ozzy always wanted to perform at, but he had never got the opportunity. And so he got to perform at this big arena, and it was like a rock throw from where he did, started out as a younger man with Black Sabbath. And he was really happy that he finally got to perform in that in that arena. Um, One time when he was a younger guy, because they did some wild shit, because everybody was getting high. Okay, they were doing that heavy shit, and he bit the head off her bat on stage. And everybody went crazy, and he played with the blood and all of that. But he was doing that heavy metal shit, and did high on dope. But he will be missed. I had some more notes about that, but I'm not gonna go over it since I'm in a hurry. Hulk Hogan, he also passed away. He was 71 years old. Now, what he died of, I don't know, but maybe I'll hear some more about it. But I don't know what his illness was. Now, Ozzy Osbourne, now he had like Parkinson's and other things because he lived a rough life and did, he had like motorcycle accidents and stuff like that. So, hips and messed up and all that. So he had problems from, what he did as a younger man. But Hulk Hogan, he didn't do all that and like break bones and stuff because he was a wrestler, a professional wrestler. Okay, and I was really sad when this person passed away. It was Anne Burrell. She was a star on the Food Network. I love watching those shows, and she was one of my favorite. And she started out as a sous chef, an Italian sous chef, and that's when she was noticed at Food Network because they was doing an Iron Chef contest, and she was such a good sous chef that they let her have her own shows. So she had been like on uh, the worst cooks in America. She had several shows, but and sadly she passed away from taking a whole lot of pills. Her husband found her in the shower. They had been out like that night. She was at like a function in great mood and everything. We went home and jumped in the shower, stayed in the bathroom, I guess, too long. And her husband went in there and found her. And when the paramedics got there, she was, pronounced. And when the coroner did at first they just said that she had a heart attack, but they did an autopsy on her and come to find out, yeah, she has so many different kind of drugs in her system, so many kind of pills. You know, I'm gonna see if I wrote some of them down. Um, they she was pronounced with acute intoxication, and she had took the the Philippines, uh, ethanol, um, cecilline, whatever that is, and some amphetamine. And they said that like in the bottom of the shower, it was hundreds of assorted pills. And I really hate that, and I hate that you was going through whatever you was going through with your mental. But I'm hope all three of them are resting in peace. And now we're gonna get to the bullshit. Okay, now Crystal had a live. Now I'm gonna be bouncing around, okay, and this is gonna be from the old and to the new on the beef sector, and I'm gonna try to go content creator by content creator. Okay, Crystal had a live the other day, and DG and Olivia got into it, and they got into it because Olivia was asking DG about YouTube cameras, and it did not go very well. Okay. BS has been going live lately. She just went live, and I was over there at her live, and she said a lot of things on her live, and I agree with most of everything she said. Um, you know, and she was like a person, an OG that did not really care for the other sectors coming in, and she did not really care for um She didn't care for the sectors coming in, and then she didn't care for like people that don't show their face. She did not consider them as content creators, but now she do, because hell, it is what it is. Um, and she just went back on the YouTube history, I mean the B sector history. Um, I was glad to hear her say a lot of things because see that stuff y'all ain't gonna never know. Some of them people that she called over there, you ain't gonna never ever know about them because they in the clouds, but they ain't coming down here in this shit because the B sector, it can be rough. It's not rough like it was. It can be rough. Okay. And then she had a live a couple of days ago, and it was concerning Ken. She don't want nothing else to do with Ken, and she say she had blocked him, and he been trying to get in touch with her, and she can't be bothered. She don't want to have nothing to do with him. She figured him out, you know. And then she say that he won't help from her, but he can't give her no help, you know. And hell, would understand that if hell we're gonna do some dirt, you gonna you wash my hand, I'll wash your hand. If that's how you want to do your YouTube. So and then she was disappointed with him for making up like with her arch enemy. He was dragging them at first, but then all of a sudden they was bosom buddies and now they're enemies again. So she says she ain't got time for that shit. Okay. Um BS had talked about Sassy, and Sassy was over there today, and the TMO. And child, she says she dreamed that TMO died. And I was saying, what? And she was saying, like, which is the truth, on the trips that, the meetups that they have, it's always a guinea pig. So when they go to Seattle, who you think gonna be the guinea pig? The TMO. And see, I don't think that. Well, now I ain't gonna say what I think. I'm just saying what VS is telling her that she don't think it'll be a good idea because y'all see how Nestle was doing Lemon, planting condoms and trying to catch you taking pictures of your booty and all that kind of bullshit. And ain't nobody got time for that on vacation. I ain't spending no $700-800 to go see no motherfucker D and they gonna make a fool out of me. Fuck that. I got better things to do with my money. And I don't fuck with none of these folks. Okay, now I'm getting ready to go to ODS last night. Now this was over in the morning. After Lemon show, I went over to ODS's because while Lemon was live, ODS went live, because he wanted to, get his time in. And, he told Lemon, don't you rush, you do your thing, but, and I'm going to do my thing. Well, after Lemon got through, then his people went over to ODS. But ODS already had a good crowd. I think he had about 300 or 400 in the, before Lemon crew came over. But ODS always he gets the numbers, and he's not everybody fit. I like him because he's direct, and you might not like the way his tone is when he's talking to you, but I understand him because I have that tone. And either you can deal with it or you can't. You might think I got a smart mouth, so what? I'm not being smart. I'm just answering your question. And this is the way I talk. And he's like that. And okay, and on his show, now I don't think I got everybody, but Sassy was there, Pisa was there, Rick Reed, Wiley, J Don, and TG. Well, Rick Reed, child, he come in there hot. Do you hear me? He was at the casino or going to the casino or some child. And Sassy was up there and he cussed her out so bad, and I was saying, damn. Oh, he cussed her out. And she tried to cuss him back, but she really wasn't in the mood. But Sassy, you know you supposed to be ready. Well, you ain't got to get ready. Because you know how these people are. And I think that you should have did more cussing. Hell. And he told Sassy that his friends are not gonna participate in her show that she's having. And he say if his goddamn friends don't fuck with her, he say he don't fuck with her. Okay? And Sassy, he said, I ain't coming to your goddamn meeting. You know, she's having that round table thing today. A lot of people was calling it a town hall meeting, but it's not a town hall meeting. You know, hers is a round table. And I don't think it's nothing wrong with Sassy doing that. I don't see a thing wrong with it. And people ask for her to do it. What's the goddamn problem? And if you don't want her to do it, don't go. You ain't got to be a hater. You know, I'm gonna be over there because I like Sassy. I'm gonna support her. Now I ain't got to participate in shit because I ain't. But like I said, why not go over there? You know, but if somebody else live, like we said, if that Mo3 said to get to popping, I'm out of there. But I'm gonna speak and let her know I came through. And like I said, if the wrong people up there on that panel, like the panel killers, I'm gonna exit stage left. I'm gonna exit stage right because YouTube is big, and then there's some videos I need to catch up on. So I have something to talk to you guys about next time because I've been missing some stuff too. And Rick Reed, honey, Wiley came over there, and you know he was on the panel and stuff. And Rick Reed got a hold of him too, child. He called him homeless, retarded, psychotic. That he live in a shelter, and he moves in with like his subscribers. You know, he talked them into letting them get on, move in with him, and then tear their house up and shit when he had them goddamn fits. And Wiley, he also said that Wiley will always be homeless. And who else he dragged? Oh, he drug LG, and he talked about her having HIV. He was saying both of them twins at first, and then he was saying he know their ass was burning, that they sold ass, and then the other one, LG, got up there and she said, "I've been with my husband 35 years. I ain't never sold no ass." And he was saying, "Yeah, you have. Both of y'all have." And then he was talking about the projects, child. It was ODS just got tired of just ending July, child. Woo, Lord. Phew. Okay, all right. And I went by the captains the other day, and I was so late getting in there, and I really hate that. He had been live, I mean, almost 2 hours, and I was saying, damn, when I went over there. But the B sector, all this stuff about the town hall meeting, which is not a town hall meeting, it's a round table meeting. That was going on. It was a lot of stuff going on over here in the B sector. So I was over here mainly because it wasn't a whole lot going on within the Mo3 sector. But Captain he had came back from his vacation, and Gina was on the panel, and her and Swedish Brown they got into it, and DG got into it with Lack. They was dragging over there. And see, I don't know who else had been over there because I missed most of the show. Let me see. Ghetto. I went to Mahaya's one night, and you know Mahaya been doing some late night lives, and I'm really happy he's doing that because I keep missing Broadway live. I'm not getting a notification, and when he do go live, it don't be very long because he take his crowd to Twitch. So I'm gonna have to go over there and catch up on the lives of Broadways I miss. You know, I hate that I missed him too. And child, the captain the other day, he was live, and the next thing I know, that's the day I missed a whole lot of his live. The next thing I know, I heard of some guys going off. They was cussing. And I looked on the panel. I said, who the hell is that? But I didn't see nobody new on the panel because I didn't know these guys' voice. And he had chimed into Clubhouse Child. And he was into it with them guys. And they happened to be from Texas. And he was calling off streets. And they was, they settled down. But honey, at first they was fighting. Child. But then, honey, he made a hell of an interest over there, okay? So he's gonna be going over to Clubhouse and Twitch, doing content because when they do their lives, they get struck a lot. And then he don't like having to keep that thing that where you can't red ball it. They don't really care for that, but they have to use it because they get struck out. And then sometimes they get, even with that where you can't red ball, some kind of way they still get struck sometimes. So, child, I don't know nothing about that. I ain't been no content creator. I ain't trying to dig into all the ins and out on, all that stuff. Because I don't really do nothing to get struck unless they say I cuss too much, But, people put a lot into their crafts. And, you don't want nobody messing with your damn money. And that's, person have to do what they got to do. If they got to leave YouTube to make money, they got to leave YouTube to make money. But it's getting a little dry over there, okay? And now let me go on and get to with this because I got something I need to talk about. Wait a minute. Let me see if make sure I ain't lost y'all. Hey, 2300 Jackson Street. Hey, Sour Patch. I'm glad you came back to Lemons. Okay? And don't let nobody make you feel bad. You grown. You do what the hell you want to do. And you tell Envy to kiss your goddamn ass. He can't tell you what the fuck to do. Okay? He not beef sex. He can't tell you shit. Can't nobody ain't beef sex tell nobody shit. Okay? You don't understand the workings of this situation. Ain't that right, Lady Nika? Hey, Charlie, sending love. Hey, the beefy goings. He also a racist who referred to black. Yeah, I know Hulk Hogan was a racist, but like I said years ago, I used to pay money to go see that man wrestle. I used to love to see him come out there on that, in that ring and tear them t-shirts, them tight shirts he had on. He would tear them off. And then he would wrestle real hard. I enjoyed the wrestling until I found out it was fake. But I went to wrestling ever since I was a little girl because my mama and stepfather used to take us. And and so I grew up with the wrestling shit. And I watched it, like every Saturday morning. And then we would go, whenever the matches would come here, we would go. And I mean, it was a lot. We went a lot. Okay. But then I found out it was fake, and so we stopped going. My family stopped going. But honey, I used to do all them wrestling. And sometimes I look at them old matches, and I pull them up on the internet and watch. Some of the people I used to see. Junkyard Dog, honey. And the guy was the wrestler that say pimping ain't easy, but somebody got to do it. Okay. Jake the Snake. Okay. But then what turned me against, what my feelings to Hulk Hogan was when he was on a video and his daughter either had a lover or a friend that was black male, and he was calling him nigger. And it was on. The girl recorded it on her phone. And she just couldn't deal with it. So she release it to like TMZ and stuff. And I was like, what? not Hulk Hogan, using the N word. And after that, I was too with him, you know. And and see, I guess he didn't change because him and his daughter was estranged, and they've been estranged for like 10 years. So evidently, it's something he was doing she didn't like. Now I ain't gonna say it's cause about the niggas. I'm just saying something he was doing that that child did not like. Now I wasn't gonna go all into that kind of stuff. But you can't change the past, and he loved using the N word, and he's a Trump supporter. And a lot of them use the N word, and they don't really care for niggas around there. Okay. They don't really care for niggers, okay? Um, hey, unbothered. How are you doing? Hey, Simone. Hey, Jamel. Ooh, cha. Okay, let me see. Hey, Alana. I'm trying to make sure I speak to you about it, child. And if you haven't hit the like button, please hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. I really would appreciate it. And if you got a couple of coins, donate to my channel. Okay. Hey, Diva D. Yeah, child. Hey, Lady Smooth. Sparkle. Sparkle, Lady Sparkle, is that you? You changed your name a lot. Lady Sparkle. And child, I don't know who playing no, she had somebody over there. I don't know them people, but honey, that woman, whoever that was, they were doing a lot of cussing, and I loved every minute of it. And I tell you something else I went to the other day. Ooh, they was dragging 2300 Jackson Street. I got my life. Do you hear me? She shows out over there. Y'all need to subscribe to these people, child. Subscribe to Lady Sparkle and 2300 Jackson Street. You'll get your life. You can just lay back and listen to her. Now I don't know them people she be talking about, okay? And I don't know them people that Lady Sparkle be talking about, and the people that be coming on her panel. I don't know them folk. But honey, y'all think B set to mess them up over there crazy, okay? And I wouldn't dare jump in that shit. Ooh, child. Yeah, 2300 Jackson Street, honey. She was dragging. Hey, Jen wins. Jen always win. Okay, so after 10, I was just making sure I was looking at the clock. Hey, Dovey. Hey, Miss Douglas. Hey, Miss Gwen. Hey, Miss, is that Lacey? Miss Lacey? Hey, Letitia. Hey, Big Red Diva. Big Red Diva, honey, you was partying last night. There was some good looking men in there. And are you still with your baby daddy? I dated the guy that had that salt and pepper, that beard like that, child. No, I didn't have no baby band, but honey, I was in love with him. Okay. I was in love with him until I found out he was cheating. And I was through with him. I didn't love him no more. Hey, Charlie, how dare you? Okay? How dare you? And when I seen he was cheating, because he told me, because we go out every weekend and then go out through the week and stuff to eat and dance and party. And this Friday night, I'm getting ready and shit. And he gonna call me and tell, nah, baby, you stay up there. I'll be up there, later on. I'll be up there tonight. You ain't got time. Don't come down here. I want you to stay at home. And I was saying to myself, what? We meet up every Friday, every Saturday, every Sunday. Oh, why come we ain't doing it tonight? And I said, huh? And so I went to the club where I know he be at, where we used to go. And I stood around and I looked, and he, honey, when he seen me coming there, like he seen a ghost. Do you hear me? And he was sitting at the table with a girl. And I was saying to myself, look at this shit. And so what I did, I politely went over there and sat down. And I looked at him and I pointed right in her face. I said, you fucking her. You fucking her. And he was just, and so I ain't gonna tell you what else happened, but I said, well, the nerve, you gonna not only take a hoe out, you taking a hoe out to our spot. What do you think people gonna say to look at me like I'm a fool tomorrow night or next weekend? So I had to go in there and see what the fuck was going on. I pointed right in his face. I said, you fucking her. You hear me? But like I said, I ain't gonna tell you the rest of it. Hey, Rose B. Child. He had that salt and pepper hair just like that guy. Last night, honey, they was having a fun. They was dancing, and the blues was on. Ooh, I partied with until she turned the shit off. Okay, I didn't know you partied like that, girl. You go to them places like I like to go. You know what I'm saying? Where you could bump and grind and get on down. You see them, so hold your body close to mine. You hear me? I wanna bump and grind and get on down. Hold your body close to mine. And y'all, I've seen this short, and I don't know how to share shorts because it have everything except YouTube on it, and I don't know how to share that to my wall. And it was a funeral, and the man, it was in the casket, and he was covered like with, how something like Catholics have that sheet thing they cover their caskets up with, and some, churches, black churches do that too. Well, honey, this lady got up there, the black lady, and she was saying, hell is hot. There ain't no water there. Oh, hell is hot. There ain't no how. Do you hear me? No ice, no tea, no lemonade. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Woo! No, she didn't get up there and sing that song. Hell is hot. There ain't no water there. Child, she's telling that at somebody's funeral. I'm gonna have that song at my funeral. Hell is hot. There ain't no water there. Oh, no ice, no tea, no lemonade. Oh, head. If I would have been at that funeral and that woman got up that Sunday song, I would have passed out. Do you hear me? I would have hit the floor. I would have opened the case and said, man, move over. Hey, Dreamy Genie. I wanted to share that with you guys so bad. But y'all type hell is hot. There ain't no water there in your search bar. And whenever you see the one with the casket in the middle with a white sheet over it, that's the one, okay? And listen to that lady sing that song at that funeral. I wanted to share that so bad the other day, and I just can't figure out how to share it on YouTube, child. Oh, hell is hot. There ain't no water there. Oh, hell is hot. That's how she was saying, hell is hot. There ain't no water there. Oh, hell is hot. There ain't no water there. No ice, no tea, no lemonade. Oh. Ooh, I passed out when I seen that. Somebody shared that to me. But I don't know how to share it. It'd be a lot of stuff I want to share, them shorts, because I like to watch funny stuff. I watch about an hour of shorts every day. Woo, hey, blessed to be a blessing. And y'all, I'm going to tell y'all about the issue I'm having right now. because I calmed down some since first came on. I was very, very, very upset and unnerved, okay? But I've calmed down, you know. And y'all had, I got a good laugh with y'all because I got tears in my eyes thinking about that woman at that funeral. But my refrigerator went out a couple of days ago. So I went to Lowe's and got one. And when they bought the new one out, it was too big to come in the house. So had to send it back to the store. Okay, so I was out of the refrigerator, like when I got up that morning, when my daughter came out, she said, Mama, it's something wrong with the freezer because I got a freezer at the bottom of the refrigerator. And she said, this stuff is it's melting the ice and stuff. And I said, somebody didn't shut the door good. She said, no, Mama, it's not working. And so I went in there and it wasn't working. So the top worked, but the bottom down at the freezer didn't. So I said, damn. So I went to Lowe's to get a refrigerator. Got the refrigerator. When they bought it out, it was too big to come in the house. So they had to take it back to the store. And they said, we can get you another one Saturday, which they measured the door so we wouldn't have that problem again. The height and the width. So they said, we can't get one out there to Saturday, one that you want. So, of course, I've been living with the cooler with ice and all of that bullshit. Which, I'm just figuring in my mind, it's like when we travel, we eat out the cooler. So we all know the routine on that. But today, right before I went live, that's the reason I went live, had to calm down. I was so goddamn mad. Do you know that them men dropped that goddamn refrigerator off and left it under the driveway? They didn't ring the motherfucking doorbell. They didn't do nothing before I could get up and go, because I noticed they didn't come in. They was pulling off. Do y'all hear me? How the fuck they think I'm gonna get a goddamn refrigerator now? Huh? So I had to go to cussing. And they say they're gonna send somebody out here to get this one, the new one in and the old one out. Do you hear me? Hey, the beefy goings. Do you hear me? Sour Patch. I was outdone. Hey, Shanti Elba. Do y'all hear me? And when I come on here, I was just upset. I said, let me go on and get this shit out the way. Because I can't do nothing right. I can't do nothing. And see, it's after 10. And I don't know what time they quit delivering. But I know them delivering men be busy. They got back to back to back. But they better get out here and get that dollar and put them motherfucker in that refrigerator, in that kitchen. What the fuck? I mean, they dropped that there in the driveway. Now, no, now what we do, like when we change the refrigerator, if it ain't nothing really wrong with the refrigerator, we'll keep it and put like juices and things like that in it. But I want them to take this big motherfucker up out of here and put that other big motherfucker in here. Y'all hear me? They dropped it out there in the driveway. Do you hear me? I fell out. Hey, Lee. Yeah, they left it on the refrigerator, under the driveway. Hey, the 185, and you know what? They not cheap, and it's really, 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 really pissing me off. Miss Lacey, I'm really. I shouldn't have said nothing because I'm getting fucking mad all over again. When I get off here, I'm gonna be fucking screaming and hollering on the phone. If they ain't brought their ass back, okay, okay. Hey, Davin, okay, okay, okay. I'm getting ready. Don't, Paulette, calm down. Just wait till you get off this motherfucker and get on that phone and start screaming and acting a goddamn monkey. And I don't care if they call me a monkey when I call them, as long as they get out here and get this goddamn refrigerator. You hear me, Donahue? What the fuck I'm gonna do with it out there? That- What? Hey, Sherry Berry. How you doing, child? Sherry Berry. What happened with Gina and 88? Donna, you tell me. But see, Gina is so stupid. She gonna go right back. Do you hear me? She going right back. The 88 told her to her face several times because they done been into it several times since Gina got that money, and Gina sent her over $1,000. She told when they got into it, she told her, "You was an easy lick." You hear me? And you gonna give me some money. If you gonna be around me, you gonna give me some goddamn money. She was talking to her like that. And see, I missed wherever they got into it at this last time. But whatever she said to Gina ass that last time, it hurt her feelings. And she have been sitting on panels like, I seen more life in her yesterday, her and Swedish Brown getting into it. I seen her have more spice that day. Cause honey, she have been sick. Okay. Whatever. I got to find out where they got into it so I could see that live. Cause I'm sure they got into it on here because see they be on here all the time. You hear me? Donahue, I don't know what happened between them. You know, I don't know what happened between them because when she was talking, I don't fool with her and stuff. No, I ain't got no no. You know, she was like that, like dodging the question. And then see, she done talked about everybody. Everybody 88 was into it with, everybody that Fifi was into it with, everybody that Mink was into it with, everybody that DG was into it. She took on their battles and talked about all the people over there in the Mo 3 beef sector. And then she sent her black ass up on like Mahia panel. Mahia's a good one. He's a good one. He too forgiving. He's a good guy. A lot of people be talking, he ain't shit. He ain't showed me no. He ain't showed me that he ain't shit. You know, I see people go against him for nothing. I see people that got mad at him when he quit letting people talk about kids on his panel. When he quit letting people talk about people's mamas on his panel. You see what I'm saying? That's when I seen everybody start saying he wasn't shit. And when he started getting people coming over there, you know, getting a crowd, that's when everybody was saying he ain't shit. He low down and stuff. He ain't never showed me nothing wrong. Supreme, right? You know, Supreme. Why would I be against him? He ain't never showed me no wrong. Maverick Bourne. Why? I was looking at everything that they were saying that he was doing. I was looking to see if he was doing it, keeping my eye on him. I want to see you. If y'all say he like this, long as I've been going over there, don't you think I should have seen something by now? Don't you think I should have seen something? He ain't never did nothing. He ain't did me wrong. Yeah, I was having a good time. Big Red Diva. Yeah, I see you pop up. I said, huh, let me see what she doing. And honey, when I went over there, your face was right in the camera. And I heard that music. I said, oh, she partying tonight. Let me see how does she get down. But y'all seem like y'all was having a wonderful time. Now Nika, she when she be out sometimes she show it. Like when she go to concerts and clubs and stuff, she comes and let us see that. Deanna Irvin, she's another one that show us when she be out party with her husband. You know, it's people that still party. You don't get too old to party if you want to party. Hey, Octavius Prime. You know I like Octavius, but I've been seeing you around a long time, buddy. Yeah, Octavius, and so I can't do nothing but speak. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Octavius. Octavius, are you familiar with Octavius? Hey, Leticia. I'm just saying, y'all, like I said, that name that's been around here a long time. They Octavius, and they seem to be cool. So I can't block them out of here because they ain't did nothing to me. Hey, Jay Parrish. See that? I didn't miss you that time. You just popped in here. I would have missed you. Okay, I think I got everybody. So let me get back to the commentary. So, you know, on things I've seen out here in the YouTube sphere. Now, I went over to Octavius yesterday. He had a good show. He was talking about some people I don't know nothing about. Like I said, I don't know everybody. He was talking about some characters over there in the street sector. And then a lady got on his panel that has been having problems out of like Fifi and different ones, which Octavius have had problems with them before. But Octavius, I wanted to let you know this, and I put it in your chat yesterday. Rain went to jail for that that shit that they people do when they calling the police to your house and all that kind of stuff. I don't know what them people did, told the authorities, but they whatever they told them goddamn police, they put a warrant out for his arrest and they arrested his ass. And it was like internet stuff and abusing emergency services and stuff like that. Octavius, keep going. I don't know, you might have to change the wording and stuff since it ain't what you've been doing ain't doing a whole lot of good for you. But whoever it is that put them charges on Rainwater, them police picked his ass up and he had to bond out of jail. 88 bond him out. And what he went to jail for is this bullshit that's being done over on YouTube. All that doxing, calling the police to your house, the wellness checks, all that bullshit that people use as a weapon. It can be conquered. But like I said, I don't know what the people did. I don't know what paperwork they filled out or how high in the police that they had to go to solve that problem. But see, he got arrested exactly for that abuse and like emergency services and like swatting and stuff. I have no respect for him. He think when he come to the beef sector, he's supposed to get the goddamn red carpet. That's just another nigga to us in the beef sector. We don't know nothing about him. We don't give a fuck that he was Mo3 manager. We don't give a damn. And I'm glad Lemon cussed his ass out, even though he wanted to get at Octavia. You got pressure. Your local shots. The DA, that's what they bought me in the Latisse Allen sector this week. Yeah, like I said, I don't know what. Like I said, whoever he had been harassing and calling the police to their home and whatever else, they it wasn't like they didn't get their problem solved. Cause see now he gonna have to go to court, and whoever that is that put them charges on him, he going to face them in a court before a judge. So and hopefully whoever that is, he'll leave them alone. But if they don't, they got to say up for him, and he's seen that. You can't do anything to people. You just can't do that. If you don't like a person, stay away from me. If you don't like me, stay away from me. I'm over here, you stay over there. And I ain't gonna get bullied on YouTube. Cause I tried to talk to 88 over there at Lemons one night and was saying that wasn't right, how they was trying to do people over here. And she was like, was kind of getting smart with me and stuff. And then she said, well, I'll tell you the thing, if they talk about my kids, I'm gonna get out or lay down. And I said, no, let me get out up here because me and her don't need to have no word. Because she ain't messing with me. You see what I'm saying? Her and Fifi ain't messing with me, but I'm seeing what they doing to other people. And that's why I addressed her because I've been, I don't know her, but I, she's been a content creator and she called me auntie, but I don't appreciate that because I ain't nobody auntie on here. But that wasn't time to correct her when over at Lemons because I was talking business, trying to get her to bag off of these folks over here. I don't like Ness, but I don't think that her page should have got P bomb. And Lolo page shouldn't have got P bomb. YouTube cameras page should have got P bomb. Now I didn't really have no respect for audio. I don't know him, but when he did that little stunt over there at YouTube cameras, P bombed her channel. I was through with him. You know, I'm gonna stay subscribed to him, but me can't be bothered. And he ain't beef sector. We don't know him. He been around here a couple of months. And we wasn't nobody over here interested in him in '88 or whatever they had going on. Because we'd have seen how she worked. With guys. So, and that story is not nothing over here in the beef sector. And audio, I tried to listen to him the other day just to see what he gonna say, if he gonna say something about Lemon or say something about '88. Y'all, I listened to him about 5 minutes. I fell asleep. I can't take it. It's some content I can't watch him. When I woke up, he was gone off. Do you hear me? I went to sleep. I mean hard. He relaxed my mind that much. They're talking like this and all that. And I can't stand no man that talk like that because, baby, I ain't got time for no whining ass man. If you whine when you talk, what the fuck? I know you. Ooh, if once you do get to whine, if you don't get your way, see, I can't take that. I can't take that. Okay. Ain't right, Sherry? I ain't nobody on here. Panda. I ain't kidding on these folks. I ain't no mom. I ain't your mom. I ain't your grandmama. I ain't your auntie. I don't want that kind of title on here because to me that's like you kind of want to make me be cool with you, and we ain't like that, So I ain't nobody auntie on here. I really don't call me that. I don't. I was just trying to talk to about how there's two handful of people. But yeah, that's right, David. It like one bad apple can spoil the whole thing. And if you get three or four, that's how it is. You know. And like I said, if you know something ain't right, if you don't feel like it ain't right, don't support it. Or either go away until they off the panel. And then check in and see if they still up there. If they still up there, go out again. And if you go out too many times, you might say, well, hell, I ain't going back over there. It is what it is. We all grown. And if you're getting mistreated anywhere, talk to real bad. If you want to go over there and keep taking that treatment, that's you. But I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to be talked too crazy on here. Because I can move around. I can find me another spot, just like a club closed. Club is here this weekend. You go next weekend, it ain't there no more. It's closed. And that's the way I look at YouTube. It's just, I'm going to go to a different club here. I done got bored with them, and I'm going to this one over here. So y'all don't get too involved in this bullshit because it's not real life. I know you have better things to do than worry about this shit and be done any kind of way. And don't even try to solve something that you ain't got no business in. Don't create problems for yourself. Okay. Now I'm getting back to the thing. Okay, Deanna and this, they they both made lives that they was not going to be a part of the round table. And of course, I told you Rick Reed cussed Sassy out, and he said he don't want no parts of it. And this other content creators, OGs, they have not said shit. You see what I'm saying? And that's the way you do it. Either you're gonna say something, or either you're not. And silence speak loudly. Silence speak just like a person cussing you out. You know, and that is what it is. Okay, now I'm getting back to my hairs. I got off track about the refrigerator and other bullshit. Well, Ghetto was over there cooling, Polar, Gina, Lemon, DJ, Slim, Book, Justin, SD, and I'm sure some others was over there. Because on that live, child, I couldn't stay awake. I kept waking up, going to sleep. Well. And when I see somebody up there, and then I go to sleep. That was one of them nights. Okay, and then I went over there another night. Met Mark One. I can't. I think that's his name. GG Vito. Um, Love Blue. SD. Motown Man. L. Favorite Snack. Boss Lady. Gina. You know, he have did several shows, and them are some of the people that was on his shows. Now, let me see. He showed now I don't know if these were SD feet or not, okay? But he showed SD feet. And the feet look like they had them French, the French tips. Because SD say he got his feet done, and then Mahia put the feet up there, and see I couldn't red ball it back because he had that thing up there, that box. And he kept teasing SD like them was his feet, but SD was saying them wasn't his feet. But I don't know who feet they was behind. They had French tips on the toes, child. Ooh, child, I hollered. And that was about that all that went on there. It wasn't really a lot of scratching. Now, yesterday, Swedish Brown and Gina got into it at Maya's, and then they took it over to Captain. Because sometimes they'll take it to another. When people get into it, they just get into it every time they see each other on YouTube. And I think that's why the way Gina and Swedish Brown is right now. That's about it on for my hair show. Damn, there's something came in my mind and just went out. And Sour Patch and Lemon made up. He gave her a couple of weeks of space, which I think that's good because with me, if I'm angry like she was angry at that level, the person that I'm unhappy with, it's best that you not be around me. You need to give me time to cool off. And that's what he did. And I'm glad that Rick Reed was there to, help her and talk to her and stuff. So she has people to talk to like Envy. Well, child, that didn't work out too well. Because Envy, oh child, he was trying to tell her about her business and what she need to do and all of that. And that shit played out on Lemons the other night. And I was clutching my pearls, honey. They say that Envy went live in his membership, and he was talking shit, they say, about Lemon. He talked shit about Sour Patch. Because Sour Patch, he say Sour Patch should have got up there and made Mika get off a Lemon panel when her and Beans and Cornbread got into it the other night. And he tried to make it look like she wasn't a true friend and all that kind of shit. And that shit played out over there at Envy. And Pizza trolling ass. She got it started over there, child. Now I don't know if Envy's moderator because Sour Patch she was in her fifis. You see what I'm saying? Nigga, bitch, please. That's how she was. You hear me? She was, bitch. You can't tell me what. And what I believe he's mad because Sour Patch and Lemon made up. And they had a long conversation on the phone, not on front of everybody on YouTube. They had a long conversation on the phone, and whatever they talked about, that's their business. But they made up. Now they might fall out again, but I'm just saying he gave her cool off time, and then they made up. And shit like that happen. It's life. And if Sour Patch want to be at Lemons, she gonna be at Lemons. She his man. She his main mob. He trusts her like that. And so Sour Patch, if you're still in here, don't go off like that and get drunk and just don't do that no more. If you got a problem with whoever on the internet, if they cool with you and you have their number, you contact them on the fucking phone or email and say, hey, you need to call me right now before I go live and go off on your ass. Because you fed the streets, honey. Okay? And then you get out there, like I said, Shakim made a lot of money off of your pain and whatever. And all this leaking of the stuff in the Discord and Sour Patch. The ones that know who doing the shit and who the mole is, they know. Okay? We know. Okay? We know exactly who y'all ass is. And the other day when you almost got exposed again, y'all fell out the goddamn clouds. I sit there and watched you. I see, and I put it in what I put in the chat. I say, we know who the moles are. And you dumb bitches fell out the cloud. You dumb hoes fell out the cloud. Hey, you ain't fooling nobody but your motherfucking self. We know who giving Shakim that bullshit. And we know we telling motherfucking lies about them being doxxed in Lemon Discord whores. That bullshit is being done in them side motherfucking Discords. And we know who did Michael Jackson picture. Ho. We know you doxed Michael Jackson. Ho. So shut the fuck up. Bitches. We know exactly who you are. Hey, BB. Hey, Uprise. Yeah, bitches. Y'all feel all at the goddamn clouds, you motherfuckers. Hey, Daquan. Hey, Shakila. We see you, bitches. We know you giving Shakim shit, ho. Hey, Big Ralph. Know exactly who you are. Bitches. Motherfuckers. Not bitch motherfuckers. I'm so Houston. How you doing, child? Hear me? Y'all hear me? Bitches. Now I'm gonna get off here because Sassy come on in like 15 minutes. And I wanted to just chill and rant some more about what the fuck went on out there under my driveway today with that refrigerator. I'm highly upset. Hey, Beef Sector Cartoon. I like you. You I just got hip to you, and I like you. I be writing, woo child. Hey, Kena. Yeah, I like you. I wish you would do more longer stuff. Okay? Hey, honey. Hey, honey. Hey, honey. Like the old folks say, hey, honey. Hey, Queen Diva. But yeah, child. Hey, BB. BB King. I seen him live too. He did a wonderful concert. It was an outdoor concert. And this white guy, I never knew, never seen him before then, and ain't seen him since. But soon as I walked in with my daughter, we walked out, going down the grass and stuff to try to find us a good spot. This white guy grabbed my hand and honey, he dashed me all the way down to the stage. He could put me right in front of the stage, and he bowed and just went on back the way dancing. Wasn't that nice? Total stranger. Got me right there to the stage. He danced me right to the stage, child. Okay, now I'm Shakila. How you doing today? Now, y'all, I'm getting that ready to get out here and see. I'm just gonna be seeing what this damn meeting gonna be about. Like when we'll discuss, I might come back and so I can finish my commentary, and we'll maybe discuss what we think about the meeting, the roundtable meeting, and if you go over there, and like I said, I will go over there. And if it's boring, like I said, I'm gonna exit stage left or exit stage right. Me can't be bothered. But I will go over there and support Sassy. But like I said, I might not stay the whole show in case more three sector get heated up. And I will be sharing out wherever I move around it, like I normally do, in the YouTube sphere. Um, I'm getting ready to get off here. And if you haven't hit the like button, please hit the like button. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. I really would appreciate it. And I thank you for coming and spending time with me. Ooh, child. Let me go over here and see what they talking about at this meeting. Ooh, child. No, Lowe's didn't leave my goddamn refrigerator out there under that motherfucking driveway. Ooh, child. I'm getting ready to get back on this goddamn phone and I'm going to cuss and act a fool until they pull up in this goddamn driveway. If my Saturday is fucked up, I'm going to make Lowe's Saturday fucked up. I might go up in there and bump and grind and get on down. I might do that kind of shit when I go in there. Just act a goddamn fool. Okay? I'll see you guys next time. Bye.